Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Easy English Talk. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm Julia. We're happy you're here with us today. We hope you're ready to learn English in a fun and easy way.
Today, we have a very useful topic for you: family trip to the airport. Many English learners travel by plane at some point, and at the airport, you need to use English all the time.
Yes, that's true. You need English when you check in, when you ask for help, when you talk to airport staff, and even when you look at signs. So in today's episode, we're going to help you feel confident.
In this lesson, we'll take you step by step through a real family trip from home to the car, to the airport, to the check-in counter, all the way to the boarding gate.
And of course, we'll teach you useful sentences, common mistakes, and simple conversations you can use in real life. Everything is beginner-friendly.
So, sit back, relax, and imagine you're going on a trip with us.
Let's get started!
All right, let's start our story. Imagine a family getting ready early in the morning. The sun is just coming up, and everyone is excited but also a little stressed because they don't want to be late for their flight.
Yes. The mother is checking the passports, the father is carrying the heavy suitcases, and the kids are running around asking, "Where is my backpack?" Or, "Did you pack my toys?" This is very common in many families before a trip.
Exactly. And this is a great time to learn some useful English words. For example, suitcase, the big bag you take on a trip. Passport, your travel ID, boarding pass, the paper or digital ticket you need to get on the plane. Luggage, all your bags and suitcases together.
Another useful word is departure. It means the time when your plane leaves the airport, so the family is checking the departure time and making sure they have everything ready.
Now, imagine the father saying, "Is everyone ready?" And the mother answers, "Wait, I need to double-check the passports." This phrase, double-check, means to check something again to be sure.
And while the parents are organizing things, the kids are putting on their jackets, grabbing their snacks, and getting super excited. It's a mix of happiness, stress, and energy, the perfect start to a family trip.
So now the family is ready to leave the house and start their journey to the airport.
And in the next section, we'll hear a real conversation of the family getting ready at home.
All right, everyone. Now let's listen to a real conversation of a family getting ready at home before going to the airport. We'll keep it simple and easy to follow.
Yes, and after the conversation, we'll explain some important phrases. Let's begin.
Okay, everyone. Our taxi will be here in 20 minutes. Is everyone ready? Almost. I need to double-check the passports and boarding passes. Kids, where are your backpacks?
My backpack is here, but I can't find my headphones. Mom, I packed my snacks, but I forgot my water bottle.
All right, don't worry. We still have time. Please hurry, though.
Jason, can you zip my suitcase? It's too full.
Sure. Wow, this suitcase is heavy.
Dad, are we going to sit next to the window on the plane?
I think so. We'll ask at the check-in counter.
Okay. I got the passports, boarding passes, and wallet. I think we're ready.
Great. Everyone, put on your shoes and jackets. The taxi will be here any minute.
I'm so excited. We're going to the airport.
In this conversation, you heard the mother say, double check. This means to check something again to be sure it's correct.
You also heard zip my suitcase. This means to close the suitcase using the zipper.
And one more important phrase, any minute. The father says, the taxi will be here any minute. This means the taxi will come very soon.
These are all simple but very useful expressions you can use in daily life and when traveling.
Now the family is ready to leave the house. In the next part, we'll talk about what happens on the way to the airport. Now, let's continue the journey. The family has left the house, and they're sitting in a taxi on the way to the airport. This part of the trip is usually calm, but sometimes a little stressful because everyone is thinking about the time.
That's true. Many travelers keep checking the clock. They're thinking, will we reach the airport on time? So one very useful sentence is, how long will it take to get to the airport? People ask this when they want to know the travel time.
Yes, and the taxi driver often says something like, it will take around 30 minutes, or there might be traffic.
Another common situation is parents reminding kids to stay calm. For example, please sit down and keep your seatbelt on.
And sometimes, families check their travel documents again in the car. You'll hear things like, do we have all the passports? Or, can you check the flight time again?
The car ride also gives everyone a moment to relax, look out the window, and feel excited. Kids often say things like, I can't wait to see the airplanes.
It's a mix of checking, waiting, and getting ready mentally for the airport steps ahead.
And in the next section, we'll show you a real-life practice conversation of this car ride scene.
All right, now let's act out a simple car ride scene. I'll play the role of the dad, and Julia will play the mom.
And we'll also include short lines from the kids and the taxi driver. Let's begin.
Okay, everyone, we're in the taxi now. It should take about 25 minutes to reach the airport. Yes, sir. The roads look clear today. No traffic.
That's good news. Jason, can you give me the passports? I want to double-check them.
Sure, here they are. 3 passports and 3 boarding passes.
Mom, how long until we see the airplanes? Maybe 20 minutes. Just be patient, okay?
I'm hungry. Do we have any snacks? Yes, your snacks are in your backpack. You can eat one. We should reach the airport soon. Please keep your seatbelts on.
Kids, listen to the driver. Keep your seatbelts on. Okay, I'm so excited.
In this conversation, you heard the driver say, the roads look clear. This means there is no traffic.
You also heard the dad say, it should take about 25 minutes. This is a very natural way to talk about travel time.
And of course, the important reminder, keep your seatbelt on. This is common in taxis and cars.
Great job following along. Now the family is almost at the airport.
Now the family arrives at the airport, and this is where many English learners feel nervous. But don't worry, we'll show you the steps one by one.
Yes, most airports follow the same basic process, so if you learn these steps, you can travel anywhere in the world with more confidence.
The family gets out of the taxi, collects their luggage, and walks into the terminal. They usually check the big screen to see their flight information.
This is where you show your passport and get your boarding pass. You also give your big suitcases to the airline staff so they can put them on the plane. Where's the check-in counter for Flight 203?
Next, everyone must go through security. You put your bags on a belt, walk through a scanner, and wait for your items. Common instruction, please take out your laptop.
After security, you look for your gate number, for example, gate A12. You follow the signs or ask for help. Excuse me, how do I get to gate A12?
The family finally sits down near the gate and waits for the announcement. They might hear, passengers for Flight 203, please prepare for boarding.
These steps are the same for almost all airports, so learning them makes traveling much easier.
And in the next section, we'll show you a real conversation at the check-in counter, one of the most important parts of the airport. All right, now let's practice one of the most important moments at the airport, the check-in counter.
Yes, many travelers feel nervous here, but the conversation is actually very simple. Let's act it out. Jason will play the airline worker, and I will play the mother from the family.
Good morning. May I have your passports, please?
Good morning. Yes, here they are.
Thank you. Are you checking in any bags today?
Yes, we have 2 suitcases.
Please place them on the scale.
Sure, here you go.
Great. Your bags are within the weight limit. Do you prefer window seats or aisle seats?
Window seats, please. My kids love looking outside.
No problem. Here are your boarding passes. Your gate is A12 and boarding starts at 9:40.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a nice flight. Let's explain a few phrases you just heard. The worker asks, "May I have your passports?" This is a polite, common question.
You also heard place them on the scale. This means put the suitcases on the machine that checks their weight.
And another useful sentence is, "Your gate is a 12." You'll hear this in almost every airport.
These phrases are simple, but if you know them, your airport experience becomes much easier.
Now let's talk about some common mistakes English learners make at the airport. These mistakes are small, but they can cause confusion or delays.
Yes, the first mistake is using the wrong travel words. For example, some learners say ticket pass instead of boarding pass, or they say big bag instead of suitcase.
Another common mistake is not understanding simple questions from airport staff. For example, when someone asks, "Are you checking in any bags?" Some travelers think it means, "Are you ready to check in?" But it actually means, "Do you have suitcases to give us?"
Exactly. And another mistake is not checking the gate number carefully. Some people go to the wrong gate because they don't read the signs or they don't look at the screen.
A big mistake is mispronouncing important words, like passport, boarding, pass, luggage, gate. This can make communication harder.
And sometimes learners feel shy or scared to ask for help. But remember, airport staff are used to helping travelers from all countries.
So the best advice is, stay calm, listen carefully, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yes, and next, we'll give you some very useful airport phrases you can use anytime.
Now, let's learn some useful airport phrases that every beginner should know. These are short, simple, and easy to remember.
Yes, the first phrase is, "Where is the check-in counter?" You can ask this when you enter the airport and don't know where to go.
Another important phrase is, "Can I have a window seat, please?" Or, "Can I have an aisle seat, please?" This is useful when choosing your seat on the plane.
You can also say, "How long will it take to get to the gate?" This is helpful if you want to know how far your boarding gate is.
And don't forget, "Excuse me, can you help me?" This is very polite and works in any airport situation.
Another useful phrase is, "Where is the restroom?" because everyone wants to know this at the airport.
Finally, when your flight is called, you can say, "Thank you very much." This is polite and shows good manners when talking to airport staff.
If you practice these phrases, you'll feel much more confident at the airport. And next, we'll show a real-life practice conversation at the boarding gate.
Now, let's imagine the family is at the boarding gate, ready to get on the plane. We'll act out a short conversation that happens during boarding.
Yes, Jason will be the gate agent and I'll be the mother from the family. Let's start.
Good morning, passengers of Flight 203. Please have your boarding passes ready.
Good morning. Here are our boarding passes.
Thank you. You may board now. Please go to gate A12.
Mom, I'm excited. I want to sit by the window. Yes, you will. Follow me and let's find our seats.
Enjoy your flight.
Wow, look at all the airplanes.
You heard the agent say, "Please have your boarding passes ready." This means you should show your boarding pass to the staff before getting on the plane.
And the agent also said, "You may board now." This is a polite way to tell passengers it's time to enter the plane.
Finally, a fun phrase. Enjoy your flight. This is what airport staff often say when you're about to take off.
Great. Now the family is on the plane and everything is going smoothly.
Now it's time for a quick speaking challenge for our listeners. This is your chance to practice the airport phrases we've learned today.
Yes, we'll give you 5 simple tasks. Try to say them out loud, just like we do in the podcast.
Task 1. Ask for the check-in counter. Say, "Where is the check-in counter?"
Task 2. Ask for a window or aisle seat. Say, "Can I have a window seat, please?"
Task 3. Ask how long it will take to reach your gate. Say, "How long will it take to get to gate A12?
Task 4. Ask politely for help. Say, "Excuse me, can you help me?"
Task 5. Say thank you to airport staff. Say thank you very much.
Great job! If you practiced all 5, you're already speaking English at the airport like a pro.
Remember, the more you practice, the easier it will get. All right, everyone. Let's quickly recap what we learned today.
Yes. We followed a family trip from home to the airport, learned useful vocabulary, practiced conversations, and explored common mistakes to avoid.
We also practiced real phrases like, "Where is the check-in counter? Can I have a window seat, please? Excuse me. Can you help me?"
Remember, traveling and speaking English can be fun and exciting. Don't worry if you make mistakes, that's how you learn.
The key is practice, practice, and more practice. Even a few minutes every day will make you confident at the airport and anywhere else.
Yes, keep learning, keep speaking, and enjoy every step of your English journey.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode about a family trip to the airport.
We hope you enjoyed it and learned useful phrases you can use in real life.
If you like this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends who are learning English.
And check out our other episodes for more fun English practice every week.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on the English Learning Podcast.